Astaghfirullahalazim, astaghfirullahalazim. Yeah, I think that part also needs to be documented, guys, because I'm doing this 90-day challenge. So today's topic is about Solat, and as much as I want to just bring you guys to in discussion about how Solat can be an important driver for business, let me just sit down and chill and talk with you about this, because it's huge. And if you can see, that's my station, and that's my sujadah, and this is where I solat almost every day. I make it like a pivot, like a mandatory thing that I have to do, that I should do, especially when times are bad, but even in times are good. So you need to take solat seriously. One thing that I am really looking to improve is to make sure I solat on time. Like Kamasa, 4 o'clock standby solat. Kam Zoho, before 1 o'clock standby solat. Subuh, the moment it azan, solat. I'm working out on my time management. So today probably I want to talk a bit on how Solat and business are more or less relatable, right? And I probably can think of 5 points out of my head right now, because I have more than 5 lah, yeah. But something which I believe everyone should note. Number 1, probably discipline. Okay, Solat teaches you to be disciplined, like I just mentioned lah. Be on time, to make sure you prepare, to make sure you are equipped enough to meet your God, to meet your Creator. The discipline that it teaches me from young is for subuh especially, to wake up early. And I appreciate my dad that wakes me up. I think I shared this in parenting topic. If you want to check out my past video, I talk about parenting, and one of the aspect of discipline that I learned from my dad is Solat. Wake up in the morning, Solat subuh. And that applies to business as well. You need to be disciplined in terms of how you deliver your work, how you communicate, how you put yourself out there. Discipline to make sure you can manage things properly, systematically. So I find a lot of relation between these two, Solat and business, because of just this word, discipline. And probably something that I feel Solat gives, right, is like what people do for fishing, which is to heal, to self-reflect, to just pause and take a step back. Because in a very busy, fast-paced Singapore, we just need to relax lah. Especially in my line of work, right? Client work is ongoing, it never stop. And client asks, how's the campaign going? How's my website? How's this? How's that? And because I serve clients on day-to-day basis, there's no break. There's no entirely like 1 month break without any client or work. So Solat is the time where you pause, self-reflect, relax, doa, speak to Allah, ask for goodness, avoid for those kejahatan. Kejahatan is what? Bad deeds. So, and how that relates to business, running a business, especially when your tasks are piled up, you need to take a break. Sit in the sofa, hug the bantal, hug the pillow, and chill and relax. If you don't, then your life will be in disaster, guys. Disaster. I don't know whether I have actually intro this podcast, but today is day 21. Okay, it's a Monday, and it's a good way to start the day to start the topic about Solat. And yeah, this Mulakan Sekarang podcast is also, if it were in this episode, if it were to give you a takeaway, start mulakan Solat sekarang. at whatever time that you are watching this, if it's right, if it's like going to Zoho, if it's going to Asar, if it's going to Maghrib or Isya, start mulakan sekarang. Go and take wudu now. Go, guys. Okay, just a saying, because I think as much as you want to do other things, prioritize solat, because that is something that is wajib, bro. Right? I mean, if I were to look into other things which sometimes not even wajib, and then you never do the wajib, it is doing you a disservice lah, to yourself, to your spiritual body, to your mind, and stuff like that. But then again, who am I to talk about all this? But whatever that I'm sharing with you guys is just based on experience, based on I feel it should be done the way that it should, I guess, because that's what I've done for the past, I don't know, decade or 2 decades of solat. And I am definitely, I feel bad for those solats that I miss. That's where probably the sunat will cover up all the missing solats. But I think it's not enough. It's still not enough. So I am owing a lot to Allah, our Creator, and try my best to be a better Muslim, inshallah. So let's continue. I've shared 2 things: solat as being discipline, and solat as being something that you can self-reflect. So probably solat is another component in which it can relate to not only business but arsenal. It is about a source of mindfulness, where you can focus, and trust the process. Because if you okay, the reason why I feel Arsenal is doing well right now is because the team, the manager, trust the process. So for us who do solat, you jolly well need to trust that process. That process that you're doing right now is a form of a better good in the future. And same goes to business as well. I believe I will strive to be one of the successful web consultant or webpreneur that can help many businesses improve, scale, and to the greater heights. And yeah, that's what solat can give you. Solat, I just feel like there's a power that it can give you internally that it's out of my word to describe anything about it. And just like I mentioned about focus, it's about shutting off every other thing and just focus. Pray to the one, pray to the only, pray to something which the thing is, when people think of God, right? The other religions think God differently, but in Islam, when you think of God, it's just that one. And truth be told, it is hard to get the mind to focus, let alone the business that I'm doing right now. In one browser, there's a lot of tabs, so the focus might be not there, not here, and you multitask often. But when it comes to solat, it trains you to just focus into one. Sometimes, I have to be honest, I have to say the truth, guys, I sometimes, get distracted as well. Sometimes during tahiyat or during rokok, during sujud, I think about whether I've paid my contractors, or a client have paid me before. Have already or not? Have I follow up? During solat, or I'm so hungry, what I'm gonna eat later, or what kind of baju I'm gonna wear tomorrow for tomorrow's event. The remeh-temeh stuff, guys. And as much as I mentioned solat gives you that focus, but it's tough. I am, of course, looking to improve on that portion. If you guys have more, if you guys have suggestion of how to improve solat and business, please drop in the comment below. So I am actually doing editing. So because over here is Sherasil. Yeah, while I'm recording this. And yeah, that is probably the 4th point that I am sharing with you guys. Let me recap. The first one is discipline. Second one is self-reflect. Number 3 is trusting the process. Number 4 is, what's number 4? Focus. And if I were to think about one more point for Solat that can relate best with business and self-development, I think it's about balancing your life and business, and balancing your acts of worship with normal daily lives. Because if you look into how Solat is so structured, subuh is 2 rakaat, and then 4, 3, 4, and then how things, the day shapes as of such, it kind of like give you a life structure of how you should actually lead your life. Okay, you should wake up in the morning, do good things in the morning, and then prepare to take a break in the afternoon, and then after that you continue doing good work, and then take a slight break in the mid-afternoon, or around 4ish, and then continue good work, or start to unwind, relax, and then towards the end of the day, prepare for Maghrib, and then after Maghrib you can probably read the Quran, relax, wait for Isha, and you can, once you settle the Isha, it kind of give you a breather to do some recreation stuff. So it's kind of like work-life balance. If you know how to play the game, if you know how to manage your day-to-day or day in a life, just follow the Solat structure. What are you gonna do before subuh? What is gonna do after Zohor? And then break those hours into small chunks. Like how I usually break my day. Today I have 4 tasks. I have to bank in a check. I have to come up with an SEO report. I have to follow up with one of the client on the quotation. And lastly, I have to update a web design task from one of the clients. So these 4 tasks, I break it up into 4 components. Okay, the first part, banking the check. Banking the check easy lah. I just need to go to the POSB. So that one I allocate about 1 hour from office to Paya Lebar, where there's a check slot machine, and that will be done in the duha period. And then after that, when I come back, I start to prepare for the SEO report. Then I take a break, relax, prepare for lunch, and prepare for the next meeting. I got a meeting as well. Meeting is part of, it's not really a task, but it's what's going on today. And then once I settle Zoho, I do the meeting. After doing meeting, I prepare the quotation for my client. And then by then it's about ASA, which is I just did. So I ASA. And then right now I'm preparing to do the website design task. And like right now I'm doing this recording, so I'm just gonna unwind the day. I'm preparing to probably knock off and fetch Noah. Yeah, so it's how I lead my small chunk of time in the structure of Solat, and it gives me that life and work balance. Yeah, some people say like work-life balance is BS. To each of his own lah. To me, this kind of like maintain some sort of like a direction for you to achieve better things in the future. It can be mundane, but spicy up. You might want to do things differently on the other days. Today is Monday, and then you can do it differently on Wednesday. Wednesday we have podcast over here, so it's slightly different. Tuesday I can probably do work outside, go to my mom's place and work offline, remote. Check out the remote episode previously that I recorded. What else? And then Thursday I have actually session with Phi Tech Therapy, doing some crack sports therapy and such. And then Friday got Solat Jumaat. So that's how my week goes in a week. Then Saturday, time to just chill with family, Saturday or Sunday, and go for a good meal or good playground session with the kids. And without neglecting the Solat structure. Whenever I go out with my kids or my wife, I say that wherever we go, we need to make sure we factor in the time for Solat. And if in the event lah, we we cannot find a space to solat, anywhere out there can solat, guys. Anywhere. Over at the car park, over somewhere that is, I mean, under the staircase or whatever. It can be done. It's just about the determination, the desire to be well. So you have a structure, you follow. And that's what solat is. And what solat have shaped me into someone, a better Muslim lah. But I think it's not enough. I can do better. I want to improve to be a better Muslim. I probably want to learn to understand the Quran better, the meaning, the tafsiran, stuff like that. So yeah, I hope you guys can learn a bit of my own perspective of solat, because solat, business, work, life, all intertwined. And it makes me the person I am today. A person who is a Muslim that practices, at the same time do what needs to be done as a human being living in Singapore, taking care of 2 kids and a wife, running a web agency business, and so on. So before I end this episode, I just want to shout out to you guys. If you need assistance in your website, in your marketing, your organic marketing, I can help you with SEO. I can help to develop you a good landing page. Just look at the offer below. $1 website, I can build for you a custom landing page for your business. So with that, I wrap up this show. I hope you guys enjoy, and if you guys have any comment, please feel free to drop down to support the channel, and to subscribe as well. Like this video, and yeah, drop some comments lah. Just type you guys can relate something about solat and your life or your business, and I would like to connect with you guys who are watching this, and gives your input on how I can be better in my future videos. Yeah, that's about it. Take care, guys. Assalamualaikum. Bye bye.